They sent on their way from the 1200 metre marker. SABRE Edge is among the leading division early on and goes off to lead them. Hurdy-gurdy man's right there, destined for dawn. That's with the blue blinkers. There's only about a length and a half off them, and SABRE Edge has got over to that inside running rail. Permission to Land is in the red, ran up second. Captain Broadhurst, that's the red sleeves and the white blinkers, and 7 Cheers is on the outside of runners. Then comes Shady Wood, followed by Buster Brown. Thunder runs in the green. Then comes Ravishing Red, Lord Chancery and Sherman's Warrior. It's SABRE Edge that moves towards the 500 metre marker. Permission to Land, the first one to challenge. Then Captain Broadhurst, the blue blinkers further back in the running of Destined for Dawn. But SABRE Edge gets away by 2 or 3. Destined for Dawn's going to try and throw out the challenge. On the outside, Captain Broadhurst, and then Permission to Land. But SABRE Edge with a healthy lead getting to the 200 metre marker. And it's SABRE Edge now trying to close in as Destined for Dawn. But SABRE Edge holding too many guns and will win. SABRE Edge has won it. Destined for Dawn will run second. 7 lengths back to Buster Brown. Maybe Lord Chancery ran fourth. Number 1, SABRE Edge. He went down looking a different horse today. Usually that head is very high held. He went down looking extremely well today. First time on the poly, and Sean overcame the white draw to get him on the inside running rail and made all of the running. And he continues to go to win by about 1 length. SABRE Edge, the Captain L for Dennis Dreyer. And they win it by about a length. Destined for Dawn will stay on for that second position. Well, it's about a length and a half. Second, number 3, Destined for Dawn, who was always chasing. And then it's about 8 lengths back to the third placed horse, and that's number 4, Buster Brown. And they were followed then by running on Lord Chancery, or running on for the 4th position. Then number 10 further back in the running, Permission to Land, Thunder Run, and then came 7 Cheers, Sherman's Warrior and Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Then came Shady Woods. So SABRE Edge stuck to that inside running rail, and so did Destined for Dawn. Very interesting. Both the winner and runner-up went right through down the inside. They did not come middle or out, and SABRE Edge continues to go. So that's his 5th time of asking, and SABRE Edge is victorious and ends up winning at 2 Rand 90. The tote favourite ended up the second horse, Destined for Dawn. Until the running of the second race, back to the studio.
Me personally, I think my nicest ride, when I say nicest ride, he's a really smart horse, but he is a sea fever, and he is having his first go at the turn here and on the poly. So, you know, you've got to be really cautious with him. He's drawn out a little bit deep too, but he is a class sort, and if he handles the track and handles the situation, the poly as well, I think he'll run a very good race. He's a really nice horse, and I'm looking forward to riding him.
Thanks, Sean. Well played. Nice ride. You got us off to a flying start.
Thank you to everybody involved, to my boss, obviously, to Peter for being here, and my sponsor, Highlands. I can't thank them enough. They're just brilliant. Dynasty's flying the flag for everybody. He's in huge demand, so well done to them. Thank you.
All the best for the rest of the evening. Let's get the boss in. My first interview back with trainer Dennis Dreyer. When I say back, I mean back from what was a great Cape summer season for you by the standards, because things really did not work out as well as you expected in the initial part, in the start of the season, but it built up nicely, Dan.
Yeah, it ended well, Dees. That was a big plus. And thanks to Pete and Norman, you know, I believe it's just about supper time now in Hong Kong, so I hope Norman was watching. And nice ride by Shawnee. I said to him, listen, use his speed. You know, last time things didn't quite go our way, and thank God it all came off tonight.
Yeah, nice to have some international ownership. Not that you don't have too many of them, but really nice to get one more added to the string, and then a guy based in Hong Kong in Norman.
No, it's very nice, because my Chinese is not too good, so I'll leave that to Pete to sort it out and bring the owners.
So before you leave us, Dan, you know, Sean touched on his rides to come. You want to add anything to that?
No, I don't know what he said, but I hope he said the right thing and gave the public the right information.
He said the one in the third could be his next best.
Well, I hope he's right too.
Well done here, Dan. Lovely. Come through, Pete. Yeah, firstly, really nice to have international participation at any of our race courses throughout the country. And the boys from Hong Kong, they always seem to support our sales and support them well.
Yes, of course. Well done, Norman. This horse has given us a lot of confidence early on, and he just hasn't got it together. So I'm very pleased for Norman that he's got his win under the belt. He's got a nice horse in Joburg called Isortia with Roy Magna. So it's great. Yes, we obviously, as part of the Trade Council, as historically, and obviously the TBA, we welcome their support. It's obviously a very affordable place to race. The long-term view for all these guys is obviously to export, as we've said many times, but you've also got to have, apart from the rating, you've got to have the right type of horse to race there. Got to be sound, they've got to have enough speed. This chap, I'm telling you, if he was a little bit sound, I'm sure he'd have made the grade. But it's a very nice win for Norman, and we look forward to seeing them in South Africa again soon.
Yeah, they're fantastic people. Spend some time with them. Himself and Robert are good mates. And did Norman watch the race? Did he listen to it, Pete?
Look, I hope so, because yesterday I watched his horse Isortia run a good second on the Vaal Sand. I did mention to him that he should log into the Racing Association website. Sure. It is 11 o'clock there in Hong Kong at the moment, so it's after dinner. I hope he did watch, but I'll find out soon, but he'll get the videos shortly.
Please give him our best now. I'm bitterly disappointed. Just listening to Dennis Dreyer, I thought their best runner of the day of the evening will be Time for a Tiger. Not a mention.
Yeah, well, I think Dennis has told me he's done his job with her. She's won her maiden, and I think she might be moving soon.
You'll never know. You'll never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Won well last time out.
No, she won well. I think, we'd have preferred a mile or a little bit further. But, she does run on. She's no world beater by any means. But she's fit and well, and she's drawn nicely. If they go a good pace, that she might run into the money.
And before you leave us, Peter, just a quick view on the sale, Val de Vie, just having a look at the numbers and the support.
It was an outstanding start to a reintroduction of a TBA sale in the Cape. A splendid venue. It's probably the most spectacular venue in the world for selling yearlings. Everybody did their job well, and thanks to Kevin and his team. And obviously it took a bit of courage from the bigger studs to get behind the initiative, and we really do believe it'll grow from this point on. But the numbers were good. I think people had a good time. The horses, given that it's a regional sale, there was a nice selection for everybody. But it truly is a spectacular venue, and we welcome everybody for next year.
Well, give our best to Norman. He's really a nice guy, and wish him well.
Yes. Thanks very much, Dees.
Lovely. That's Mr. Norman Wu, the proud owner, Hong Kong-based of number 1 Sabre Edge. 1, 3, 4, and 7. 1, 3, 4, and 7. That is your final result, race number 1. Coming up next will be the start of the place accumulator. Time to jot down there will be 13:35, 25 to 6 will be race number 2, place accumulator time.